Hello you crazy cats. What I'm going to do in this video is talk about remote management. I want to talk about remotely managing computers, talk about the benefits of it, and talk about the downsides to it. Now, remote management is something that I'm sure most of you are aware of, and you've probably used it in the past as well. If you've ever been and worked in a company and you've had a problem with your computer, you've probably phoned up the IT help desk and they have logged on remotely, fixed something, and then logged back out. It's a very useful tool, and I think it's been part of Windows. Well, I don't know if it was Windows 95. It's definitely been there since since the 90s, as far as I can remember. So I'll jump over to my monitor. Now this is a 34-inch monitor, so you're kind of seeing the left-hand side of it here. And this is remote desktop. This is the Windows one. Windows, the one that's built into Windows. You can download this from the store, and there's another version of it. I'll be honest, I don't like it. I know it's okay. Everyone says it's okay once you've set it up, but I was trying to set this up today. I put in all the IP addresses correctly. I did everything correctly, and then it still wouldn't log in. And I was like, I'm bored of this. I've always found this. It does work, but I've never found it to be the most user-friendly solution. Years ago, when I used to have my computer here and go down the stairs, I would use it with my laptop, and I would sometimes set up remote management if I was feeling lazy. And the remote desktop works well, but once I started looking at solutions, I started to lean more towards the kind of more, call them commercial solutions, call them whatever, but one that you probably know of, TeamViewer. Now this is one of the most popular ones, used by millions of people around the world. Free to download, you have to buy it if you're a business, usual software kind of rules, and there it is there. Now I just think this is a much more practical solution than the remote desktop. I realise that desktop works in a similar way, but this gets so many more options and things like that. Now you can do things like transfer files and talk to the other computer and all that, but basically what I just want is remote management. And you can see here I've got my main PC, which is this one. I've got rig 1234, which is my mining rigs, and I've got ZBook Studio J3, which is this. And the way that I've got it set up is that I can control each computer from each computer. So I can, for example, go downstairs, sit and watch the TV, and control this computer and all the mining rigs, and I can do it all from the comfort of my couch. That's appealing to me. Now, by and large, I've got my mining rig set up so that everything is automated. Everything is, automated, so I don't have to do anything. But I do have to do things from time to time. For example, nice hash gets updated. I need to manually update it. I might want to check some settings are okay. I'll need to go into the computer, and when I do that, I need to change the mouse and the keyboard to the correct rig. I need to change the HDMI cable, make sure it's to the right screen. It's not the biggest pain in the ass in the world, but if I can manage it more efficiently using something like this, well, it makes a lot of sense. And I'll just show you. Look, you double click, and look at that. This is my first mining rig. I've got it set up so that the background disappears. It's just from a performance point of view, apparently it helps. There's lots of things you can do here. You can lock it, you can reboot the computer, Control Alt Delete, view, screen resolution, best fit, you can scale it. See there, hide wallpaper, I've got it ticked. If I untick that, it should show it. Yep, like that. Files and all that as well. And I mean, I can do anything I want here. I just use it like a regular computer and go through and control anything that I want to control. It's amazing. It really is amazing how it works. It's fantastic. So I'm very, very happy with that. But remote management, well, there are some downsides to this. And if you've followed, in fact, I'll jump to the browser. Where are we here? Right, so this is me back home in the browser. So this is TeamViewer. And as I said, I do like remote computer. I have used in the past. But I do like TeamViewer too. I think it's a more user-friendly solution. In many ways, it's more practical because of all the different tools they have. But there's also security issues. About a year and a half ago, 2016, there's a lot of videos saying that TeamViewer got hacked and people were in a really bad situation. They came out initially and said that they were encrypted and that this couldn't happen, and then they came out and said that it was highly, it was basically, what was it? Cluster of recently exposed mega breaches. Basically, it was because the passwords were too easy, and what they were doing, they were going to, this is what TeamViewer said. They said that whilst it was, get this away, whilst it was a security issue, they came out with an official statement and said that, well, it wasn't really us. Our security is, it's got encryption, it's got all these other things, And it is, you know, that I've got this here on my phone. I can manage everything from my phone. I can manage my computers from my phone. I've just been playing around with this the last few days, and that's amazing that you can do this. Don't get me wrong, it's a pain in the ass doing it in the phone, but it is amazing. And what it has from a security point of view is you need to authorize every device. I had to authorize this mobile phone. I had to authorize every computer. I have to authorize each browser. And I also have two-factor authentication on it, so that when I log on, I need to go to Google Authenticator. I'll get a 6-digit passcode, and I need to enter that in a specific period of time. And if I don't, I can't log in. So it's very, very secure. But they came out at the time and they said that effectively what happened was that this huge gang of people, they found out the passwords for like MySpace and Twitter and things like that. And because people tend to use the same passwords, they just copied and pasted the passwords and they tried it on TeamViewer. And TeamViewer, you know, the millions of people use TeamViewer. And if you've got the Twitter account for TeamViewer and you've got the Twitter password and you use the same password for TeamViewer, then people were logging in. They were buying things in PayPal. They were stealing files. They were planting malware. It was a nightmare, absolute nightmare. Now, as I said, they did come out and they said it was more about that, and that was plausible. But I did notice this was December, the other month. Last month, a month and a half ago, TeamViewer issues emergency fix for desktop access vulnerability, and they came out and they fixed an issue immediately. Someone on Reddit pointed out a security flaw and they fixed it immediately. Now, on the one hand, that's amazing. That's amazing that there was a fix and they fixed it like that. You know, there was a problem, sorry, and they fixed it like that. They fixed the security issue right away. And that's what you want from a company. You want, if there's anything ever happens, you want them to fix it right away, and they did. But it also raises the issue that when you have remote management on, when you have it available, well, you are kind of creating access to your computer. However remote, it could be doomsday scenario, it could be 0.00001%. But if someone could gain control to your computer, then, well, it's an absolute nightmare. Now, you might be saying, well, remote desktop from Windows is much safer. But I've been looking at a lot of discussions about this, and it's not really, I don't think that's actually the case. For TeamViewer, the way that it's set up, you've got an account, but you don't have to have an account. When you first set it up, you're asked to set up an account if you want, but if you don't, what you do is you're given a username and you're given a password. So I won't show you mine, but you can see in the background here, or can you? No, you can't. If I move my webcam, see there, it's got username and password behind there. So basically you add in the username and you add in the password and you can access any computer. It works very, very well. It's very, very simple. Managing everything using your personal account is a little bit easier because you can save all your computers to the one account. It's everything synced correctly, and it saves you a huge amount of time entering passwords and going round and checking the password and checking everything's okay. But when you do that, when you sync everything with an account, what you're doing is putting it on a database somewhere online in TeamViewer's database with access to all your computers. So that usability, that user friendliness comes at a cost. But you can remove it, and when you disable your user account or you just log out, effectively you've got Windows Remote Desktop, but you know it's with more features. Now, I'm not claiming to be the most technical guy in the world. I'm not claiming to be an expert. I did do software development and a master's at uni, but that was a long time ago. I'm sure things have changed. If I jump back to the browser though, I found this really good discussion. I'll link to this in the comment area. I found this discussion and someone said that their security lead engineer said that remote desktop protocol is not secure enough and they should be using TeamViewer. And during the discussion, lots of people back and forth. Some people saying, yeah, this is secure. Other people saying other secure. I'll be honest. You know, there's a lot of very intelligent technical people here talking about this, and I'm not claiming. I can't claim which side is correct and which one isn't. They're talking a lot of technical IT stuff that I've never really studied that side of it. But what I'm taking from that discussion and from other discussions that I found online is that both of them are quite secure. And really what a lot of people there were saying was if you do have remote management on your computers running 24 hours a day or whenever, there is a chance, however remote, that someone could gain access. You know, if you don't have remote management, it's harder for them. When someone gains access via remote management, you're giving them the keys to the kingdom. You're giving them everything. And that obviously is a concern. Now, as far as what I'm doing, if I jump back to my monitor, you can see Awesome Miner. This is I'm mining, and I've got it set up in the cloud here, and I can access that via my phone, via there. And if I go around here, you can see this is the same, and I've got all my rigs set up here. I love this software. I love what they're doing with it. It is fantastic. I'll talk about that in another video, but obviously from my point of view, from a mining point of view, there's some limitations in what that can do, because really that only allows me to control my rigs as far as restarting the miner and things like that. Remote management allows me to do everything. So I'll put it over to you guys, and I'd love to hear what you guys think about remote management. There is security risks. You know, these remote desktop tool, TeamViewer, and all these other solutions that are out there, they are secure. There's two-factor authentication, they're encrypted, and they are secure. But there is that small chance, however remote, get it? However remote, that something could go wrong. And that is something you need to bear in mind. Thanks for watching, guys. I do appreciate it. I'd love to hear your views on this, so please do stick a comment down below. Speak to you all very soon. Take care.